Welcome to the Dungeon Masters Workshop, and today we're going to play Pokemon in Dungeons & Dragons 5e. We break this down into 3 parts. 1, what the DM guide can show us. 2, a working example of what we need. And 3, how to expand upon it. Starting on page 302, you actually get a complete list of monsters by regions. So if you're looking to theme your game appropriately, I would start here. From Hills to the Underdark, these charts break them down from challenge rating 0 up to 24. Page 85 of the DM guide sets us up with random encounters and how to create charts and tables to utilize. Page 82 through 84 cover XP threshold and the Adventuring Day experience. Depending on the level of the character depends on how much experience worth of combat they can handle per day. If you use these charts to balance your random encounters and base the random encounters off your themed monster list, you can develop a region very quickly. Switching over to the player's handbook, our Pokemon trainers are going to be Rangers. More specifically, level 3 Rangers who are specializing in Beastmaster. The only change that we have to make is that instead of applying the extra bonuses to a single beast, we apply it to every Pokemon that they have. But what about the monsters? Well, keeping it simple pays off. Let me show you something here. If we use challenge rating as level, we could say that we have an evolution tree based upon that. For example, we could start off as a Magma Mephit that evolves into a Fire Elemental at 5 and an Efreet at level 11. Okay, so what do we use for capturing? Most spells that we have that capture or contain a beast or a monster are wisdom based, so we should stay with that theme. I came up with this capture chart, giving them advantage at full health and double disadvantage when they're about to go down on capture. Lastly, to represent the training, when a monster levels up, I would say you get to pick one of its stat scores to increase by 1 up to 20. And the fights would honestly play out like standard Dungeons & Dragons, with our trainers using their monsters to fight. I would also say that any XP earned by the monster is also earned by the trainer, and the trainer cannot have a monster of a higher challenge rating than their level. It won't listen to them. In terms of how to expand, the sky is the limit, but let me show you some options. 274 begins a great guide for creating your own monsters. Throwing in super effective attacks is exceedingly easy since monster types are already listed along the way of every monster. We could even have different forms of Pokeballs. For example, on 177 of the DM guide, we get the Bands of Billero, and we could base it off of strength instead of wisdom. During a Pokemon fight, I would treat a trainer's action as a bonus action, whether that to be a cast a spell, use a potion, or try to encourage their Pokemon to do better. In fact, because of Beastmaster at level 7, you can literally yell at your Pokemon to dodge the attack. And that's Pokemon in Dungeons & Dragons in less than 3 minutes, so have fun and catch them all.